Welcome to Back to the Bible. You are listening to Strength for the Journey, a daily devotional by Theodore.
September 15. Be cautious when you criticize. Romans chapter 14 verses 10 to 13. When we realize that each of us must give an account to God, it will cause us to be more cautious about criticizing a Christian brother. We will then heed what 1 Corinthians chapter 4 verse 5 says. So do not make any hasty or premature judgments before the time when the Lord comes again. For he will both bring to light the secret things that are now hidden in darkness, and disclose and expose the secret aims, motives and purposes of hearts. Then every man will receive his due commendation from God. Amplified. This is the advice that Paul gave to the Corinthians, and it applies just as directly to each believer today. We shall all be judged one day, not by each other's standards and not even by our own standards. We shall be judged by the standards of Christ. Before God alone, we shall give an account for our own actions and not for those of the other person. I do not have to give an account for you, and you do not have to give an account for me. Before God, I will have to give an account for myself. No wonder Paul said, "Let us not therefore judge one another anymore, but judge this rather, that no man put a stumbling block or an occasion to fall in his brother's way." Romans chapter 14 verse 13. In other words, we should stop turning critical eyes on each other. This is sometimes a difficult instruction to follow. It is natural to always justify oneself and one's own action in the face of what others are doing. It is natural to criticize the other person because he does not see or do things our way. For we must all appear before the judgment seat of Christ, that everyone may receive the things done in his body, according to that he hath done, whether it be good or bad. 2 Corinthians chapter 5 verse 10. Amen.
Back to the Bible, leading people into a dynamic relationship with God.